Jesus sat down opposite the treasury and watched the people putting money into the treasury. And many of the rich put in a great deal. A poor widow came and put in two small coins, the equivalent of a penny. Then Jesus called his disciples and said to them, "This poor widow has put in more than all." Mark chapter 12, from verses 38 to 44. This poor widow has put in more than all, and she actually put the little of what she had, put in everything. Why other rich people, they were putting from, why the rich, they were just putting from the enough that they had. They were just collecting small thing, putting when they had enough. But this poor widow gave it all, trusting God. She knew that she had nothing. But at the same time, she believed that if she give God that, that God would multiply it. And today, this poor widow is being recognized. This poor widow is being talked about. What she did, not knowing that someone was watching her. God saw her through. How do we help? How do we help others? How do we give God? Or God will understand that I don't have, so that is an excuse not to give. That is an excuse not to help others who need your help. But this poor widow gave it all. Being poor does not mean that we cannot help. Being poor does not mean that we cannot give out what we have. Because so many a time we use it as an excuse, as a ground, not to help others who need our help. Let us imitate this poor widow today. How to give it all for the sake of God. How to help people. That is being selfless. Giving it all. Believing that when we give it, that God will give it back to us in many folds. And that has been always his promise to us. The rich and poor alike can always sacrifice, can always help.